Worst date ever, question mark. This is a story that has developed into a GoFundMe to recoup the expenses incurred by a guy on the worst Tinder date of all time. He said, after our meal, we went back to my house for a bottle of wine and a Scientology documentary, I guess. About an hour later, she comes back from she goes to the bathroom and comes back, and she says to him, "I went for a poo in your toilet," she told me, "and it would not flush. I don't know why I did this, but I panicked," she continued. "I reached into the toilet bowl, wrapped it in tissue paper, and threw it out the window." But it doesn't stop there. She says, he relates that she was convinced that she could reach into the window and pull the poo out because the window didn't go anywhere. It was just like a shaft. And unfortunately, she couldn't reach. She climbed in head first after her own turd, reached deeper into the window, bagged it up, and passed it out over the top and back into the toilet from whence it came. She called out to me to help her climb out from the window. I grabbed her waist and I pulled, but she was stuck fast. Try as we might, we could not remove her from the window. She was stuck fast, upside down in the gap. She was there for 15 minutes before he finally decided he was gonna call the police to come wedge her out. There are pictures. Oh my God.
Oh my God, a woman after her own turd. That is, okay, how is this woman getting like Tinder dates?
Tinder dates.
And I'm still single. Like, first of all, I won't tell you I took a poo.
Ever.
I don't think I'm able to even take a poo at anyone's house.
That's the thing, yeah.
Like my body just like comes like a vacuum.
Yeah, if there's any agitation, my girlfriend, she won't. I don't know if I should say that, I'm sorry, but she will not for days if she's like traveling.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm kind of worried sometimes when I travel. I'm like, it's been a while. And the thing is, we're all like, we don't realize this, we're all in a state of pooping. I'm pooping right now. Brett's pooping, we're all pooping.
We have a song that we sing around the house.
Oh, really?
You must be making poop right now.
Yeah.
You don't know how, but you're making some poop right now.
Yeah.
That's the one constant in the world.
Right.
Is everybody's making poop.
And sometimes we just let a little bit of it go, you know? And for some reason, this woman let it go. But like, okay, so if you do happen to let it go at some guy's house, why wouldn't you just flush? That's what that flush function is for.
She said she clogged the toilet.
Okay.
She clogged it.
So you put the lid down, or you put, I do this thing when I clog a toilet in like a public restroom or something and I leave a little present, which never happens too, by the way, because I'm too nervous to even do it in public. I need my own toilet in my house. Not even, I have 2 toilets in my house, not even one of them.
Whoa, fancy.
Yeah, well, you know.
You got it.
I got it.
So you have one of the 2 that you
poop in. I have my
poop
toilet. I have my poop toilet,
What's
right?
different about the one you poop in from the one you don't poop in?
The one I poop in is closer to my bedroom. So it's like if guests come, I don't have to worry about it smelling bad.
And you don't have to think about like whatever you're doing to this bathroom, the guests are ever gonna have to deal with, even weeks later.
Yeah, and it's also, there's more windows in that one. So it's like I can air it out if I need be. You know?
Good.
So yeah, there's a purpose for it.
Oh God, I don't know.
But like even if you are doing it in public or something, or in this guy's house, like just put a bunch of toilet paper and cover that up so you don't have to see it. But then you say like, hey, let's call a plumber. Let's call Mario. Oh yeah, he doesn't have that job anymore.
Mario's not a plumber anymore. I had this one story where my ex, when I was in college, my girlfriend's mom saw my poop.
That's okay.
It was weird. I went into, I was staying in the basement, and we had to go someplace. And so I got ready and I went into the bathroom and I was gonna take a shower. But their house seemed like the house I grew up in, where like if you flush the toilet, you can't take a shower for like 2 hours.
Oh, great.
So I made a poo-poo in the toilet. That's what I call it, a toilet. And then I didn't flush it. I went to go get something out of my the bedroom area because I needed it to take the shower.
Okay.
I didn't flush the toilet. And when I came back, her mom was in between the bed area and the toilet area.
Yikes.
And the whole family was talking. And I was like, hey, what's up? I'm gonna shower and get ready to go. And then we started talking, and then her mom, during that conversation, I totally forgot that I hadn't flushed the toilet. Her mom just goes to the bathroom in the basement.
That's on her.
She lifts it up. She's gone, and I'm totally not paying attention. She comes back, and her dad says, So we're ready to go? You ready? And she just looks up at me and goes, I'll go later.
She like deadpanned too. She was like, I'll go later.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, that deadpan was equally as terrifying to me just because I now picture Carol looking at me.
You could see the reflection of the poo in her eyes.
It was so bad. It was so bad. Carol hasn't slept since. It was that traumatizing. So
is Carol still alive even?
Yeah. She's
Okay.
alive. But
It hasn't killed her, thank God.
It made her stronger.
Good, yeah, these things.
Ugh. I have a friend who, I have a lot of poop stories I'm noticing.
Go for it.
My friend whose dad was Reese in the Terminator, he was at a party in Lake Tahoe and he spent the evening with a lady. And they both passed out from drinking.
Sure.
And when he woke up, he had pooped the bed. This guy, he shat the bed when he was with the girl, and then he couldn't clean all the poop up. He could never eliminate all evidence that someone had pooped the bed. She was still asleep. So he took the poop and put it in her underpants.
What?
And woke her up and said, what did you do?
No way. Nuh-uh.
That's the story that I heard.
That is my biggest fear. That's like worse than getting roofied, I think.
The worst.
That is terrible.
When I'm in high school, I think that's hilarious. But
Yeah,
now
but you're
I'm
in
like,
high
that's an
school.
assault.
That is.
These kids are dance moms age, you know? Don't do that to Kalani. That would be an assault.
That's really gross.
Terrible. And don't drink, kids.
Don't go to Tahoe.
Have you been on a date worse than this? Have you been on bad dates?
I have been on bad dates. I wouldn't say that bad. Like, I don't think that bad. Just like.
Not stuck upside down in a poop quest dates?
No, because see, if that happened to me, I'd be like, this is great material for like a rom-com that I'm gonna write. But like, if I were to write that rom-com, some studio exec would be like, this is too unbelievable.
Right, no, never happened.
Unrelatable. We can't, this wouldn't happen. It's too convenient. Like.
Upside down, really, another poop set piece, but it would get done.
Yeah.
Because look at rom-coms. You've got bridesmaids, they're
right,
pooping
they have the poop
everywhere.
scene. A very clever poop scene because you don't actually see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just like kind of lays an egg in the middle of the street.
Then I think, I didn't see Girls Trip, but I saw a commercial for Girls Trip.
I saw Girls Trip.
Doesn't she pee
I don't remember.
over Bourbon Street when caught on a...
I don't remember her peeing.
Oh, really? Maybe it's a deleted scene and that's what the commercial is, like extras.
Maybe,
But there was,
I don't remember. That movie was very forgettable.
Really, I thought there was like a zip line across Bourbon Street.
And she just pees.
And she
like
gets caught when having to pee and then...
I don't remember that scene at all. Bourbon Street, this place takes in Miami.
Maybe it was a different, maybe it's Girls Night. Cut that off.
Girls Trip?
Girls Trip.
Or Rough Night.
Rough Night, maybe it's Rough Night. I don't know, I saw.
Two movies confused.
They're the same movie. There's
No,
like,
it's
oh,
not
let's start
the same
greenlighting girls out together doing raunchy shit.
Let's start casting girls. That's a cool thing we should start doing.
I'm all about it, but I think and then Dope, there's a poop scene.
Oh, is there?
Yep, a lot of poop scenes.
You know, yeah, it's
Glad
not,
I took it here.
Yeah, I've never had a date that bad. I've had a date where a guy just took me on a picnic, which was terrible.
Really?
Terrible.
So that's worse than the poop thing. What was the picnic like?
It was awful. First of all, who has a date at like 12 p.m. on a Wednesday? That's
People
weird.
who don't have jobs.
Right? Just, it screams you don't have a job, which is unattractive. And he's like, why don't you bring something? And it's like, dude, you making me do work for this? Like, I gotta cook now? Or I gotta pick something up? Like, this is like our first date. Mind you, this is like 2010, before like we could date from our phones. I had to go on a computer and log into a website. And
please.com.
Also, he was like 8 inches shorter than what he said he was.
Really?
Like, yeah, which is, I get it if you're like, I mean, girls exaggerate. He's like maybe 1 inch shorter, but no, he was very short, which is fine. Just be honest about it.
It's the lying. It's not the height.
Yeah, it's the lying. And then we were at a park.
How do you think you're gonna get away with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like they're gonna find out.
Yeah.
This isn't like I'm actually half Cherokee that no one's gonna know about. It's like
I actually have foot fungus, but no one's gonna know about that.
Yeah, don't say you're 6'5" when you're 5'10".
No, so that happened. And then we were at a park and some woman was jogging and she was on the heavier side. And then he's like, oh, that's disgusting. And I'm like, dude, that is really rude. Like she's doing her best. She's jogging. What are you doing? You just made me cook for this fucking like date.
I'm essentially a postmate on this date.
Essentially, it hasn't been invented yet because this is 2010.
And he runs out and makes Postmates.
Right, and the funny thing is, a couple years later, I ran into a friend of mine, and he told me he worked in like something in the business, and I ran into a friend of mine who's also, we're all in the business, and then I told him about this bad date, and he's like, oh, that sounds like this guy I know, and it was totally this guy he met working on some show, and he's like, yeah, everyone hated that guy.
Oh,
so it's good, I dodged a bullet.
If you have a picnic as your date, you take a lot of people on that picnic date. I don't think that's like a type of person.
That's like a fourth, maybe second date type thing.
I had a picnic spot that I'd take girls on dates to.
First date?
Second.
See, it's a second date thing because you have stuff to talk about.
Right, yeah, it wasn't first. First date's like, let's
get coffee.
I haven't dated in so goddamn long.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, no, I hate it.
It's just as bad as pooping. Pooping is actually great, so.
We suggest you do it at least once a week. Eden Dranger, follow her on Twitter, and then also read her in Playboy magazine.
Yeah, I'm a columnist there.
What have you written about?
Lately?
Yeah.
It hasn't been published yet, but I wrote about like where you finish, what that says about you, about the guy.
Where you finish?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like
do you
on
finish
different parts of their bodies?
Or inside her body, or different parts, or if you're like, and also like your habits about that. It's very telling. Do you clean it up? This one girl I talked to left a mess on her back, didn't clean it up, on her back. She's lying there face down like Superman. She's got,
oh no.
He just blew a load on her back. He just leaves her there all like vulnerable.
Right, like there's other places where it's like, all right, let's either work together on this or like.
Clean it up.
There's certain places where you know who's got this.
Yeah, yeah.
But the back thing, it's like what is she gonna do? Yeah, that's mean.
That's really mean. And then there's people that just like it on their face, which I'm no judgment.
Who?
I don't like it on my face. But if you like it on your face and the girls, this is the thing, the girls be okay with it. She has to know that you're gonna do it. Don't surprise her.
Really? I think surprises are fun.
They are, not in this situation, okay? She might got she has contouring highlighter on stuff.
For me, anything that's gonna get that material in a hair.
Oh yeah, hair is number one. No.
No, but
anywhere
the threat of hair will get me out of the moment.
My friend told me, I was doing a lot of research on this because I was curious, because I actually had very gentlemanly people who would clean their stuff up, you know?
That's nice.
That's nice. I talked to this one girl and he was like, where do you want me to finish? She's like, just not in my mouth, not in my mouth, not in my mouth. And then he couldn't hear her and it ricocheted into her hair. Yeah.
I want to have they had spittoons in the Old West.
Right.
You should have those for where to finish. It's like, all right, we're almost there. Let's walk across the room.
Teenagers do it in a sock, right? I think.
Some teenagers, some 35-year-olds.
It's a great article.
Crusty the socks. Yeah, and then definitely
journalism.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Eden, for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.